Okay, going for my round 5 matchup. I'm up against I don't know, his Discord name is Piotax. I have a pre-sideboarded deck ready, but there's that. Name is Pio 5201. Alright. Went pretty well in testing. When it goes first, ugh. Good news is I do have a couple of discoveries and both will be available. Cast down doesn't do very much for me in the matchup, but it is something. It's a sketchy keep, but I think it's a keep. Especially on the play, or on the draw, I mean. Alright, so I'm digging for blue sources. And it's probably worth it to pitch anything that's not. And he'll probably opt. It's fine. His list has Enigma Drakes, 4x Niv. Ooh, we missed the land drop. That, for obvious reasons, is big for me. He may be setting up expansion. So he's going to dig for land too. Which is fine. And he kept his other card on top, so he's getting a couple of things that are useful to him. I'll just grab 2 lands. And with 2 blue sources and 2 black sources, I can go Thought Erasure, if I want to. Or Thought Erasure, Cast Down, or something. Maybe Thought Erasure, Cast Down is a good play. Let's peek into the hand and see what I'm cooking against. There's Niv, Counterspell, 3 basically blanks. And he is pretty far off of Niv. So I will probably just grab the Counterspell in the land. And then peel out his Drake. That's a Drake, and I will probably go ahead and bounce him away. This puts me at risk of a singleton shock in his deck, which, if he has, good on him, I guess. Well, that'll work. But I can take it out with just Contempt. Thought Erasure to get rid of Niv. Contempt to deal with the dragon, the Drake. Don't mess up and misdrawing a card in case it's a counter. It's not. Okay.
Hurry.
good because that means his cons will flip real quick and they'll put Stefari in a good spot. Okay.
We need to move quickly.
And there's a Field of Ruin for when his treasure map flips. All interesting options, but I think I'm just going to go on the hand destruction strategy. And because that gives me a counter, I'm not going to use Discovery right now. Dispersal gives me an out versus Niv that isn't giveaway to Fairy. Alright, now I got a really nice large card advantage situation going on. And there's a double disinformation campaign to pick his hand dry. And this will leave me with 1 mana, so I will be able to hold up Sabotage. Too many even. So now Field of Ruin will take that out before we can start sacking treasures to catch up on cards.
Keep up the pace.
At this point, with multiple counters, I can pretty much hold steady. Just keep his hand empty so he can't really go off with Niv the turn he plays it. And he concedes. So I'm up 1-0. I will now confirm with him whether he wants to be play or on the draw. This is my sideboarded version. Thief of Vanity, Unmoored Ego, Negates, Syncopates come out, Chromium comes out, other stuff comes out that I'm not sure of right at this sec. Oh, my Sweepers. He's not sideboarding into a counter deck or into a creature deck or anything. So he'll have fewer dead cards, but that's also why I'm then bringing in the Thief of Sanity. I would like to get a hard confirmation from him before we start the game. I mean, reasonably, I expect that he's going to want to be on the play, because you'd have to be stupid to want to be on the draw, but He wants to be on the play. I mean, I more or less brought this deck solely for this matchup. It gets pounded by red deck wins if you watch my first round match. That's what happened. Skimped pretty heavily on removal to just maximize hand disruption counters and really annoying threats. At this point, ultimating to Fairy and beating him with his own creatures is pretty much my only win condition. I don't think Thief of Sanity is going to get in there 100 times, but he might be sideboarding. Just making absolutely sure I got the sideboard version. It's so weird how every time you do direct challenge, it just randomly generates an avatar for you. There's no logic or consistency to it. Okay. He'll be on the play, so hope to pick up quick 2-0, but if not, I still have the comeback ability. And he's mulliganing, which is encouraging. Wouldn't cry if he went to 5. Nope. And he's keeping on top, so he's got something cooking. I don't have any plans till turn 3, which is not great. Okay. Does he have a Drake he can slam? He really should have his list up. I feel like I probably will do that if okay. I'm gonna need another white to cast that, but it does give me some answers if he starts playing a whole bunch of artifacts and enchantments. No, hold up this concept till next turn to see if I can play it together with counterspell, contempt if necessary right now. I'm guessing he's got Ionize. No, he's dive down. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. He's gonna sack all his tokens to play Ionize, then good on him. Okay. Yeah, it's worth it to go for it again. The discard's gonna hit his hand pretty hard. That should be worth a Nova. Oh, should be, but isn't because I can't play it.
You know what? I'm not done.
Only 2 cards in my graveyard, so I'm a long way from his counter.
Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, so I can play Thief of Sanity and still hold up Sabotage. Which I will. Pass. Pass. So I don't need to throw away my last. This Kanta. I can play it after I transform it. And he's got to dig for answers. His answer is probably binding, so I guess I don't need another Teferi right now.
Keep up the pace.
Now, if I've guessed his deck fairly well, I have a pretty good idea that it's going to be very difficult for him to deal with a resolved Thief of Sanity. I'm threatening a counter that I absolutely do not have. I suspect he's probably realizing he should have kept that in hand. There's a white source. And he's just going to go ahead and scoop it up. Couple of quick good games. He had man issues game 1 and had to mulligan game 2, so that obviously helped. But good games for my opponent. Good luck going forward. Deuces.